Hello. Thanks for stopping by the My Reader Moment. This is the backup channel to the My Reader Minute. If you are new here, welcome. To all who have joined me on my journey, thank you so much. Tonight I want to talk about Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton. Okay. Tamar Braxton being part of the Braxton family values, and Funky Dineva, who is a real known blog, real well-known blogger in the I don't know, he's like current news sector. I don't know what he does. He does a little bit of everything. Anyway, trending topic sector. Anyway, they're best friends. They were hanging out one night. They have footage of them hanging out the weekend of Funky's birthday. Tamar looked like she was a bit on the tipsy side. She didn't have to be, but she looked like she was. She was acting kind of over the top, but she's an over the top type personality anyway. Which brings me to this whole ordeal. Supposedly, like the night after her and Funky hung out, the next day, she claims that she woke up, or someone found her, one of her friends found her laying in a pool of blood and she had teeth missing and a fractured nose. And everybody's like, oh my God, like really? Like really? Like, oh my goodness. And everybody went to, of course, YouTube, went to the internet streets, and everybody automatically looked at Funky Dineva. They were like, well, what happened, Funky? You were the last one with her. What happened? So I guess it was all this rumbling on the internet streets. Funky felt compelled to come down to the YouTube streets and tell people that he don't know what happened to that lady. We like, that lady? And I think that struck a chord in some people, because by her describing the traumatic experience that had allegedly happened to her, he was really dismissive about it and acting like, I don't know what's wrong with that. I don't know what happened to that lady. I didn't go upstairs. I went on to the next spot with so-and-so and so-and-so. And it was almost like a blasé type attitude. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened to that lady. Not my friend, or not Tamar, or not, I checked up on her. I don't know. Y'all, I would have been like, y'all are learning about this just like I am. I have reached out to her and she has not yet called me back, or whatever. The reason why he didn't do that or didn't say that, and this is my opinion. Please read down below. Everything on this channel is a legend in my opinion, and done for entertainment purposes only. Okay? I believe that he was in on it from the jump, because he didn't respond the right way. So his vernacular on a regular, and I don't watch Funky on a regular, but they say his vernacular on a regular, he talks like that. He like, that lady, that man, that, that's how he talks. It's supposed to be Miami speak. I don't know. But I feel like if it was his friend and he knew and he didn't know what was going on, why wouldn't you call and follow up and find out what's going on with her? You know why you didn't? Because you knew it wasn't anything wrong with her, because you were a part of it the entire time. So what we were seeing is that their PR stunt, in my opinion, and again, all this is my opinion, their PR stunt went left. Okay? When the rumblings of the internet bullies and the internet trolls started getting a little heavy, too heavy for Funky, he wanted Tamar to stop it. And Tamar is like, this is part of the plan. Not stopping nothing. So he had to talk to her team, people on the team, like, I just need her to say something to, and all he said he wanted for her to say is, Funky, I love you. That's not saying that he didn't have nothing to do with it, but he wanted to get the people off of him because that's not evidently what he signed up for. He has signed up for to help her with the PR stunt, evidently, but not to that degree. My opinion. I feel like this is how it went down. And then when she took to the YouTube streets, put out her soft apology, evidently because he had gotten riled up in one of his lives before and called her a Muppet, and he knows how sensitive it is when he goes to calling her a Muppet. That is just, you don't go there. But he did in his live because he was upset because she wasn't saying nothing, right? When she listened to the live, she went back and took down her apology and then started sending all these subliminal messages, even though she didn't name him, but it was alluding to maybe she was talking to him, or he took it to mean that she was talking about him. And she probably was. So then was all this shade being thrown by Tamar. So then he comes back to the internet and they're going back and forth because he's just as much as a excuse me, as upset and can get real catty and as the next woman. That's how he gets down. So he tells her, you got the right one. And every time you post something, I'ma post something. Every time you say something, I'ma say something. Every time you go to the YouTube streets, I'm gonna go to the YouTube streets. So he's gonna do tick for tat. Cause she unfollowed him. Okay. And his thing was why she unfollowed me. So then he was upset that she unfollowed him. So all that to say, and I honestly believe that Funky was in it from the beginning. And when things didn't go the way that he had thought or way that they planned, he got in his feelings because he didn't sign up for that. When people started coming to him talking about what you do to Tamar, what happened to Tamar. So then once she came out with that apology before she took it down, then the narrative just started to spin back on her. Now, mind you, she's just as vain as Funky. She don't want no narrative spin on her either. So she went and got her dentist or somebody's dentist or a dentist to come out and say all the stuff that happened to Tamar. We have ruled out it wasn't a seizure. We have ruled out it wasn't this, but it may be due to sleepwalking. Well, damn, sleepwalking? Mm-mm. Again, we don't know. She showed a picture of some teeth that were missing in somebody's grill. Allegedly, it's supposed to be Tamar's. We don't know. I'm just saying. It could have been just something random on the internet. Or it could have been Tamar's mouth. We don't know. But she called herself showing what happened to Tamar's teeth. And she has a deviated septum that she needs to get fixed. A rhinoplasty. So that's a nose job. Another nose job. She's already had one. At least one or two. So she's getting another nose job. And she's got to get her teeth done again because the teeth that were knocked out, they were veneers. They weren't her original teeth. I remember her when she was younger, and all of them had gaps in the front of their mouth and on the top. They all had gaps in between. Now I don't know about Tony, but Michael, and I think he still got his gap. I don't think he ever fixed his teeth. Tracy had her gap for the longest, but I think she fixed them before she passed away. All of them have fixed their teeth because that was their thing. I mean, not their thing, but that was their family thing. They all had gaps and they all had kind of like wide noses. Every last one of them got their noses fixed. I think for Michael. I think Michael still got his same parts. But the girls have done stuff to their noses and they have fixed their gaps. All of them have fixed their gaps. So like I said, I don't remember Tony having a gap, but I wasn't around Tony. Tony's older than me. But for me to say, and that being said, that tooth, that one tooth that was left up there didn't look like it was a veneer. It looked like it was a regular tooth unless the veneer fell off. I don't know. I don't even know how veneers would fall out. Like, what did you hit? The cement? Did you hit cement? Did you knock against a counter or a table when you fell? What did you fall? Did you fall down some steps? Because the way that mouth looked, it went through something traumatic, which leads me to believe if that happened to you, right? The night after you supposedly hung out with Funky Dineva, I don't think 2 or 3 days later I'm gonna come to the internet talking about I was found in a pool of blood and my teeth are gone. I'm not gonna say that to him, to anybody on the internet. Because as vain as Tamar is, she's not even gonna show you a picture of what her teeth look like. I don't have her doing that. I don't. Now I could be wrong. I could be wrong as two left shoes. But my gut tells me that all this was a scheme that taught no stuff. All this was set up was a scheme for Tamar to promote her new EP and that little whack trailer that she posted that starred Mendices as I guess was her love interest. Funky is a part of the trailer. So he knew about the project. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. I honestly believe Funky was in it on it from the beginning. If he wasn't, then I'm wrong. I take it back. But that's my gut. I'm sticking with it. Yo, let's get down in the comments and talk about this. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't already done so, like this video. With that being said, everyone be blessed. Peace.